Ghana is full of beautiful places, but some of those places carry stories that go far beyond just beauty. Stories that mix history, tradition, and a deep sense of mystery. One of these places is Lake Bosomtwe. To a tourist, it's a calm, stunning natural lake, perfect for a photo. But to the locals who live by its shores, it is something very different. They see a sacred, spiritual body of water, governed by ancient rules, powerful legends, and a history of unexplained events. Today, on African Mystery Files, we journey to the heart of the Ashanti Kingdom to explore the enduring enigma of Lake Bosomtwe. What makes this lake so special? Is it just a beautiful landmark, or is there something more lurking beneath its tranquil surface? For centuries, the people here have believed it to be a living entity, a gateway to the spirit world. The stories they tell are not just folklore. They are deeply woven into their identity and their respect for the natural world. From its mysterious origins to the strange occurrences reported to this day, the lake holds secrets that science alone cannot fully explain. So, join us as we delve into the history, the traditions, and the unsettling tales that surround Ghana's only natural lake. This is the mystery of Lake Bosomtwe. Let's start with how the lake came to be. From a scientific perspective, Lake Bosomtwe is a classic impact crater lake. About 1 million years ago, a massive meteorite is believed to have slammed into the earth right here, creating this near-perfectly circular basin that gradually filled with rainwater over millennia. It's a geological marvel, a direct scar left by an event from outer space. Geologists have studied the rock formations and the shape of the crater, and the evidence strongly supports this impact theory. It's a clean, logical explanation for a unique natural feature. But if you ask the people who have lived here for generations, you will hear a very different story, one passed down through Ashanti oral history. The legend begins with a hunter named Akora Bomb, who was tracking an injured antelope through the dense forest. As he pursued the animal, it miraculously vanished into a small pond of water. The hunter was astonished. He never saw the antelope again. Believing the animal was a spirit that had revealed this sacred water to him, he decided to stay and founded a village nearby. He named the lake Bosomtwe, which means antelope god. So, from its very discovery, the lake was not just seen as water. It was understood to be a divine place, connected to the supernatural. This origin story sets the stage for everything that follows, establishing the lake as a spiritual entity from its very beginning. This deep spiritual connection means that life around Lake Bosomtwe is governed by a set of sacred rules and traditions that have been observed for centuries. These are not just suggestions. They are seen as essential for maintaining peace and balance with the spirit of the lake. One of the most famous rules is that traditional metal boats are forbidden. Fishermen here only use wooden planks called pajuas, which they lie on and paddle with their hands. It's a remarkable sight, a fleet of men gliding across the water on simple planks. The belief is that metal is an insult to the spirits of the water. Using it would be a form of disrespect that could bring misfortune. Furthermore, certain days of the week, like Sundays, are designated as sacred. On these days, no one is allowed to fish or enter the water. It is a day for the lake to rest, a time for rituals, and for the community to show its reverence. Making loud noises, shouting, or causing a commotion near the shore is also strongly discouraged, as it is believed to disturb the spirits. And perhaps most intriguing of all, there are specific areas of the lake considered to be forbidden zones, places where no one, not even the most experienced fisherman, dares to go. Why would a simple, natural lake require such a complex system of spiritual laws? For the people of Bosomtwe, the answer is simple. The lake is alive, it has power, and it demands respect. Breaking these rules is not just a social taboo. It is seen as a dangerous act that could provoke the wrath of the lake itself. These rules are not just based on ancient beliefs. They are reinforced by generations of strange and often tragic stories. Residents living around the lake have countless tales of unexplained events that serve as stark warnings. One of the most common and unsettling claims involves mysterious drownings. People speak of experienced swimmers suddenly getting into trouble and disappearing beneath the calm surface, their bodies sometimes never found. Locals often attribute these incidents to the lake taking someone who has disrespected it. Fishermen have reported being on the water under clear blue skies, only to have a violent storm appear out of nowhere, centered directly over the lake, and then vanished just as quickly as it came. It's as if the weather itself is controlled by an unseen force within the water. And there are the auditory phenomena. Many fishermen, especially those who venture out at night, claim to have heard disembodied voices whispering or calling their names from across the water, even when they are completely alone. Others have spoken of having vivid dreams, powerful visions that warn them not to go to the lake on a particular day. They wake up with a feeling of dread, and those who heed the warning often hear later that something bad happened on the lake that day. Are these just myths, campfire stories meant to scare children? Or are they the collective memory of a community that has learned the hard way to respect the powerful and unpredictable nature of Lake Bosomtwe? For the Ashanti people, Lake Bosomtwe is more than just a place of mystery. It is a cornerstone of their spiritual and cultural identity. It holds a profound place in their cosmology. According to tradition, the lake is considered the final resting place for the souls of the dead. It is believed that after a person passes away, their spirit journeys to the lake to say goodbye to the god Twi before transitioning to the afterlife. This makes the lake a sacred gateway between the world of the living and the world of the spirits. It's not just a body of water, it's a living cemetery, a place of immense spiritual significance. Priests and traditional leaders offer prayers and sacrifices, seeking blessings, protection, and a bountiful fishing season for their communities. These rituals reaffirm the covenant between the people and the lake, a relationship built on mutual respect. The health of the lake is seen as directly connected to the well-being of the people. To them, the water is not an inanimate resource to be exploited. It is a living, breathing entity with a consciousness of its own, a provider, a protector, and at times, a formidable force that must be revered. This profound cultural significance explains why the traditions have survived for so long, passed down from one generation to the next, preserving the lake's sacred character in a rapidly modernizing world. In the end, Lake Bosomtwe remains one of Ghana's greatest and most captivating wonders. It exists at a fascinating crossroads where science and spirituality meet. Science gives us a clear and logical explanation for its physical creation. A meteorite crater. It explains the geology, the ecosystem, and the water chemistry. Tradition, on the other hand, offers a different kind of explanation. One that speaks to the soul, to a connection with the unknown, and to the deep human need to find meaning in the world around us. It explains the rules, the rituals, and the profound respect the Ashanti people have for this place. But in the space between the scientific fact and the spiritual belief, a mystery remains, a mystery that no one has fully uncovered. The strange stories, the unexplained events, the feeling that many visitors get when they stand by its shores. These things can't be easily dismissed or neatly categorized. Perhaps some mysteries are not meant to be solved with simple answers. Perhaps their true purpose is to remind us that there are forces in this world, both natural and spiritual, that are far older and more powerful than we are. And that sometimes, the wisest thing we can do is simply to listen, to respect, and to wonder. This has been African Mystery Files. If you are fascinated by the untold stories and hidden mysteries of the African continent, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Join our community of explorers as we continue to uncover more incredible tales. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next investigation.